Another late night comedy show. Mike Perkins and Paul Brodo. We're the house band with all the show. Tonight. Another late night podcast tonight.
With Mike Perkins.
Like the Bengals have not won a playoff game since like text messaging has been a thing. Like the last time they won was 91.
Yeah.
The first text message was 92. And I was like, God damn.
we have a crazy record. And it's like the most any team has lost like their first playoff game in a row is like 2. And the Bengals have done it like 5 times.
Jesus.
We just
text messages. That's super funny. That's a funny way to look at it all.
Because we used to just go to the playoffs and lose in the very first game.
Well,
but now we don't even do
now
that.
for a substantial amount of time. If we're being also honest with ourselves. God damn.
Welcome back, guys. It's another episode of another podcast tonight.
Hey.
Yay.
Go Bengals, huh? Go Bengals.
Yeah.
We'll put that get that little clip in the beginning. Welcome back. Thanks for giving us a 5-star rating, tuning back in, telling all your friends. It's the best. Come on, we always have the best time recording right now. And check it out. I'm with my partner in crime, Mr. Paul Brodo.
Hello, everybody.
And the best band in, I don't know, this side of the Mississippi. It's the show with Adam and Sean, ladies and gentlemen.
What's up, everyone? This is Sean.
Kama Sutra.
Kama
Sutra is also Adam. He's on the cover of the book, so you go to your local Barnes and Noble.
You got that man bun going too, like you would know Karma Sutra. You know what I mean?
Well,
we were off air. We were talking about how Adam currently, with his top knot and his Adidas jacket, he looks like he's like on the traveling softball team of your local university.
It's true. I'm like TCU's like goalie or some shit like that. I'm like TCU's women's goalie because of my hair. Like if you saw me sleeping, he's
got this big puffy Adidas jacket on that looks very team oriented.
Yeah. And if you saw me sleeping at an airport, you'd be like, he's that girl's part of the team. Because if I was tucked into if I turtled in enough to this jacket, you'd be like, that's nice hair. I like what's happening.
Yeah,
it's a pretty girl over there. I think it's a girl. It might be a girl. It might be like maybe a Persian girl or something like that.
Either way, I'm going up to talk to her. You know,
either way, she's
happen.
part of the team. I don't know.
Do you want to go to the McDonald's at the other terminal? All right, cool. Never mind. That's a guy. All right.
Speaking of this, I could not wait to tell you guys this. So I really like jewelry. Being who I am, just as a human, I'm a big fan of jewelry.
You're a big ring guy. You always
got
ring
the rings guys.
On and stuff.
I like bracelets.
Big
I like
ring guy.
I like earrings. I like necklaces. I'm like, give it to me all. And I specifically really like it when Sean and I are doing things like when we're the show and we're putting the show on and we're doing it up. I'm kind of like the more the better. I'm a pretty Liberace, but Sean and I's whole band is pretty Liberace.
Pretty Liberace
as a whole. We kind of based this whole thing around that concept. And I was like, I want some more bracelets, but I want some diamondy looking bracelets. But I'm not gonna buy diamonds because fuck that. So I was on Wish. Okay.
Oh God, the Wish app. Oh
and
God.
Now let me be very clear.
Oh
the
God.
only things I've bought on Wish are cheap things. The only things I've bought
Everything
on Wish.
is cheap on Wish.
For sure.
Yeah.
But I've bought a lot of things on Wish. I bought like pins and I bought some weird little shit. So I was like, let me get these bracelets. This will be hilarious. I'm gonna get these. And you never know when they're gonna come with Wish. Like it might be 2 months. I got some shit like 2.5 months later.
Yeah, it comes from like Hong Kong and stuff, right?
Yeah,
bro.
Yes, that's correct.
I bought these bracelets, these tennis diamond bracelets from Wish for $1.50 a piece.
Wow!
And I was so excited when they arrived at my home, and my wife could not have been more disappointed. She was beside herself. Because I was like, oh shit, your boy's popping off. And she was like, never will you ever pop off with that shit.
It's like that's the opposite of what you're doing. You're popping solo when you're wearing that.
Yeah.
So what did you get? Oh, I think Adam froze.
It's from all the rings. And
I
the
know
jewelry.
he's got too much ice.
Too much ice,
no.
ice, baby.
It's weighing down his wires that are connecting his internet. Speaking of weighing down with ice, that is kind of what's been happening across the country right now.
Man, Texas is
Texas has no power and lots of ice everywhere.
Yeah. That's some crazy shit, man. I've seen
I
people
hope
post on
everybody's
Instagram.
well. Hope everybody is well in Texas. If
They've
you're
gone
a
like
listener in Texas, I hope you got a lot of blankets.
Man, yeah.
And our podcast is making you warm.
Yeah, I hope the sweet, sweet sounds of our voice is making you warm. Actually, yeah, Adam just popped off. Let's see if he comes back in.
He'll probably come back in.
Yeah. Let's we'll just edit this part out.
We don't even need him.
We don't need him. We cut him. You're on.
Oh
Adam quit the band. That Tenacious D song, the Tanakh. Wait till he comes back in. Yeah, that's crazy shit that's happening, dude. I don't know. It's we can continue to talk about it again, but
crazy cold front there's snow pretty much everywhere besides California.
But does that even happen?
Crazy.
There he is. He's back. Okay.
Life in the fast lane, guys.
Yeah.
There we go.
Life in the high speed lane, that's for sure.
Jesus Christ. Life in the fast lane. I was just in the middle of my story about my jewels and everything.
There you go. We'll get right back into it. So we're talking about the ice. Your ice.
Yes, I'm very excited. I got like 3 of these ridiculously fake tennis diamond bracelets. And I got this other like dragon gold bracelet, and I put it on, and my wife was so mad at me. She was so mad that she thought that she was like, "You're not wearing that, are you?" I was like, "I'm currently wearing it, yes, and I will continue to wear this." And she was like, "You're not going to wear that like anywhere, right?" And I was like, "I'll be wearing this wherever I want, but for sure I'm going to wear
wherever
it
the hell I want,
where the fuck ever I want to go.
It's my jewelry.
It's my jewels." And she goes, "You're not going to wear that like to pick up our daughter from daycare and shit, right?" Like, and I was like, "If I wanted to, what's wrong with it?" And she was like, "You look like you went to a pretty princess party and you got jewelry out of little like Easter eggs." And I was like, I don't agree with you. I don't agree with you at all.
Listen, I found all these
ice.
eggs. I deserve the jewelry. Okay, I found them all.
Maybe if your party was a fancy person's party, that's the kind of party I got the jewels from. Because
it's like Amanda, you describe a pretty fly party there.
Yeah,
handing out this sweet jewelry.
Yeah, they're handing out
pretty
big
princess
stuff. Because I'm frosting off right now, and I need you to know what's happening.
It's your icy wrist that has brought this cold weather across the country.
I'm telling you, oh boy, right?
Yeah, we talked about that after you froze. We're like, speaking of frozen,
speaking of frosty ice, people
everywhere.
are dying because they have no heat.
That's crazy, man.
That is atrocious.
I've seen people on Instagram posting stuff, and like they've been like a week or more without just any heat or anything, so they're just like blanketed up and all that stuff.
Now, if we go from the day the NBA, let's go from Kobe, but no, we don't say it. We'll just say from the day the NBA stopped, which was the same day that we all agreed the NBA stopped, and the day that Tom Hanks got COVID, all happened in the same night.
Okay.
That night was that was the night that we all went, SpaghettiOs. And that was like the night that we all kind of went, it's happening. Right.
Yeah.
From that night to where we are currently right now.
Right.
Where we are on the map.
It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable.
The news cycle that we have lived in the last.
Because the thing that's happening in Texas is so intense, and it just is like, right now, it's just so many people because they're like, this year's so whatever crazy, wild, nuts.
Now, here's my question. I mean, pretty much like I'm an East Coast guy. I'm from Jersey. Me and Paul, we're both from Jersey. You guys are both West Coast guys, you and Sean.
I'm a Midwest.
My family lives in Texas, in Austin, Texas.
Do they? Okay, wow. See, I never knew. I just
always
always
huddled around a fire currently.
I thought Texas was always fucking hot. I just thought it like never even got snow. So where'd the snow come from?
To be fair, this is colder than they've ever seen.
Yeah, these are records right now, and you know, like they have had colder weather the last few years. Like you
But
could
not like this.
definitely talk about climate change if you wanted to, but
Yeah.
but like this is record setting cold.
My dad
front
my dad lives in Austin, and he was like, what the actual fuck is happening? He sent me some pictures he sent me pictures like about a week ago, and it was like, it looked like my dad lives in Alaska. It's like crazy. And he was like, what is this? And I was like, I don't know. That's your problem. You live there.
Yeah, that's been a popular meme going around. I've seen some of my Texas friends posting this meme that says, okay, we've tried the 7-day free trial of Alaska. I think we're done with it, though.
I think we figured it out. I think we're good here.
Think we're okay.
You don't realize when your whole like shit, the power and stuff. That's the thing about when your power and your water and shit are out. Like a whole other ball game. When you were like, I wasn't ready for that part of it all. Like, and
if you don't have a fireplace, you don't really have a way to create a lot of heat.
My dad lives in a mansion. It's ridiculous. He's fine, but there are people that live in a one bedroom apartment or some shit like that.
I know. I don't think it came with a wood burning stove.
Yeah, I know, dude. Like one time, like out here, it was like 20 degrees out, 30 degrees outside, and that's fucking cold. But like I'm used to it from Jersey. But my first year out here, like we didn't have heat because like the heater broke or something in our apartment, and I remember just opening the oven and just putting the oven on to like heat up the kitchen, and like I had like a hair dryer.
You're lucky you're alive right now, Perkins.
Hey, you learn a lot your first year out west,
Like I brought in my propane grill, just lit it in the living room, went to sleep.
Hey, just grilling some burgers.
Just grilling some burgers, no big deal.
No, but I had my hair dryer. I was just using my hair dryer and just
that's hilarious.
Just blowing it all over me and the blanket and stuff. And my dog,
the hair dryer is creative.
I was blow drying Bugsy to keep him warm. You know what I mean? And like we're under blankets and shit. Yeah, dude, I was doing it all. But I couldn't.
Paul's dying.
No, because I was fucking with Bugsy. Like I was cold, dude. I'm trying to warm us up. Got to get a hot dog,
Why don't you just cuddle with him, man?
He's got his Vidal Sassoon fucking 30
degrees. You couldn't beat the cold, man. But I couldn't imagine not having electricity either, though, because that's like electric and that you can't.
Right.
So my dad FaceTimed me like 3 days ago, and he was like 2 days ago, and he was like, hey. He was like, because I haven't talked to him, and he FaceTimed me like 2 days ago, and he was like, hey, like I just sat in the car for like a little bit and got my phone charged up, so it's probably gonna die. And then it died. He was like, basically, it's like, and I haven't talked to him since. Like he's like, he's like, there's nothing for them to do right now, and it's Texas, so there's so many people that are like, what the actual fuck is happening? We weren't prepared for this. That's the flip. They just weren't ready for this shit.
Right.
Here's the crazy thing. Here's the crazy thing. This is fucking nuts. One of my friends got the vaccine, and they were scheduled to get the second vaccine, and because of, and they're in LA, and because of the weather, they're not going to get the second vaccine at the time that they're supposed to get the second vaccine because of weather.
So does that fuck up does
that mean they got to start over?
Let's just, add another thing to the 2021 thing.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, this is a real thing. I was like, what are you talking about? He's like, I don't know. He's like, I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know if I'm going to get it now. I don't know. Like, does it matter? I was like, I would assume it matters.
Isn't there a thing where like you can be like, hey, I'm from Texas. Like, I need to get the second one now and get it from a clinic in California, right?
So he's not from Texas. He lives in
California. LA. Yeah.
But he was going to get the vaccine in Texas.
No,
they were like delivering the vaccines, and because of the weird weather, they're not
because of the weird weather and the crustal fuck that happens across traveling things across this country right now.
Why couldn't they take a different fucking route? Why'd they stop in Texas,
bro? It's not just Texas. Exactly. Thank you, Paul.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
it's not about Texas right now, but it's kind of.
They're like, sorry guys, we're not getting any. We got to stop.
The weather's bad everywhere in the country right now.
This is why I think Amazon should have delivered all the vaccine.
Southern California was beautiful today. I walked outside. I was like, what is it, 76? What's happening? What's popping, baby?
Really? We had to deal with like a foot of sunshine.
Yeah, blue skies all day, baby.
I do not miss snow at all. Like,
Do you guys get
Yeah.
snow in Jersey? Maybe I'm stupid.
Oh my God. You would get like 2 feet of snow and they'd be like, go to work. And you're like,
Yeah,
how?
dude.
I can't
How?
drop there. And they're like, do you want a job? You're
Dude,
going to find your way to work. And you're
Yeah,
like,
we would be state emergency, and the casino would be like, "No, we're not going to close," and they would just, we'd just be open.
Yeah. The emergency are these deals. Get
Yeah.
on down to the casino.
Dude, even dude, when I used to deliver pizzas for Domino's, oh man, like we would just be, the snow was like, I almost slid into traffic one time, man, going down this hill. I had to like swerve into like a ditch, like
Oh,
the
yeah.
snow, and had to shovel myself
All
out.
for the pizza.
All for that sweet 555 deal.
That's
awesome.
super-
50-cent tip.
Yeah.
Love it.
Oh, they
Pizza
better.
delivery driver is one of the most dangerous jobs in like the United States. It's
Dude, it's the-
ridiculous how often those guys get robbed.
Dude, it's the best job ever, though, dude. Seriously. Like, I would do it for the rest of my life if like I was like set up like with a house and everything. Like,
You would do it for fun. It was that enjoyable. Like you
3 days.
had such experiences.
dude, I would eat pizza.
Did we talk about this yet? Because I want to know some of your pizza delivery stories.
Dude, I would just, Paul would stop by. We'd eat pizza. We would pizza every time I would get done my shift. It would just, we'd eat pizza. I'd hang out, listen to music, rock out, and just like deliver the pizza. And I'd make like, $1 or $1.50 a night just doing that, It was great.
Simpler fucking times.
Dude, really.
Yeah.
Beautiful stuff right there. Just eating pizza, rocking out.
Dude, it
Hanging
was the
out with your
best.
buddies, eating some
Yeah,
pizza.
you just hang out, mess around, see cute girls answer the door in short shorts. You know what I mean? Like, what's up? How you doing? Okay, all right.
You act
Adam
like
had a
every-
human being like shitting her pants in his house today, and Adam had to deal with that.
Yeah, exactly.
Wait, what?
Well, he has a daughter. He has a 1-year-old daughter. Like you're like, yeah, delivering pizzas. Hang
Yeah, I
out
was
with
like,
the
it's
buddies. Yeah.
Oh,
It's not
Adam's
always
like, I
short.
got
It's not
up at
just it's not just
6:30 in the
Daisy
morning.
Dukes answering the door. Perkins.
well, yeah, but
It's not just Jessica Simpson and Daisy Dukes answering the door.
thanks for the pizza. I'm like, fuck yeah.
Thanks for the pizza. Here's a tip. My titties. Like,
Yeah.
I thought I was gonna get laid one time, dude. This lady invited me in. She was in her robe, and she's
Fuck
like, "I just
you.
gotta wait for the money and my, blah blah blah. My husband, you want to like come in?" I was like, "Fuck yeah!" She
this
was
is
so
it.
hot.
This is the moment.
Fuck
This is
yeah,
the
bro.
moment.
I was like, dude, this is it. This is my moment right now. And then like she just started talking about her husband, and she's like, "So what are you going to school for?" and all this stuff. And I was like,
Like,
"Fuck
oh, you're like, I am not
Here-
getting laid. This is just a
here's the
nice
thing.
lady.
yeah."
If you ask any
She was like short
pizza-
robe.
any pizza delivery male that delivers pizza, a small percentage or a percentage of their reasons for doing that job was the hope that they get laid as a pizza delivery.
Well, that was the best tip you can get. Like
That
I've gotten
is-
a kiss. I've gotten kisses and stuff.
wow.
Really?
Yeah.
I
Like
just love the pepperoni
tongue.
so much.
tongue or no tongue?
Well, they would just kind of like kiss me, like kiss me on the cheek or kiss me on the lips and stuff.
Okay,
Sometimes
you didn't
know
like
what I mean?
make
And you
out
would-
with a girl. for
No,
you
we
to
didn't
say
make
that.
out.
But that was like you were good with that. You were like, that's enough.
Yeah. But like,
Yeah,
that's fun.
you get the drunk girls that
Did you get a
answer
phone number?
and like, you're cute, whatever. And like, yeah, they would like add you on MySpace at the time when we were maybe Facebook. Cause I was like 2007 and shit. You know what I mean?
How are those relationships going?
What, the girls?
Yeah.
They didn't fucking last. They wrote on my wall. And they weren't part of the top 8 after that, baby.
And then they left, baby.
They left.
Oh, you know what's fun? Sean and I got to see each other last weekend in person. We got to actually see each other's faces. That was actually really
We
lovely.
did.
Dude, you're doing the monolofts, bro.
I did a
Monoloft
monologue.
slams.
I did the monologue. We have our next guest.
Our show tomorrow, because this is coming out Tuesday. Our show tomorrow night, Wednesday, 2/24, 6:30 p.m. Our next special guest, is Victoria Ann Greenwood, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah,
And she was the one that
She was a
directed and created
playwright.
this. And
Yeah.
put this whole thing together that's happening. It's a
Yeah.
lot of fun. But Sean and I got to hang out. Sean got to film my mug, and then we got to hang out and we wrote a song, and it was good to see him and the human flesh. We did a show on Sunday. We did a show.
we
on
did. Yeah,
Sunday.
we had like
Oh, the boobies, foodies, and boobies, right?
And we did a
Foodies and
foodies and
Boobies.
boobies. It
For
was great.
Valentine's Day.
It was a lot of fun. It was good to see your friends. That's a big thing.
Hell yeah, dude.
We wore bow ties. And we're so cheap that we wore button ups and bow ties to match the Valentine's brunch show. And then at some point, we even took our shit off and we just sang a song with just bow ties on.
Hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
We're in.
Yeah.
We're game.
it was
we're down
worth
to
the
play.
price of admission.
You're part of
to
the foodies
see,
and boobies, you know?
We're
Yeah,
down to play.
That's it.
male nipple.
Yeah.
Me and Paul seen each other, a couple weeks ago? We kind of hung out for like 40 minutes or something, just hanging out, just talking.
Oh yeah.
That was great. I haven't seen your pretty face, pretty eyes in a long time. You know what I mean?
Oh God, thank you.
It's crazy when you see people now, right? Like you haven't seen in a long time, like in person.
So weird, bro.
You know?
Right?
Like we haven't seen all four of us haven't been together since fucking what, November?
Yeah, it's a long time.
Yeah.
God damn it,
It's
dude.
been a minute since we're
And
all
we've
in
had
the
a lot
same
of
room.
conversations, but it's just not we've done shows together. But
Yeah.
we haven't seen each other
Yeah.
in person. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's definitely weird. It's definitely a strange thing to see the humans in person. It's a new experience for sure.
Yeah. It's like like, you know, when you finally see someone in person, you're like, holy shit, let's fucking talk for 9 hours. You know what I mean? Let's hang out.
Whatever. We don't even have to talk about anything.
Yeah.
We'll just see you. I'll smell you.
Yeah. No small talk like Sean last time. He can't
No small talk. We know
I don't
small
even know how to do it.
None of that.
What were you gonna ask Sean? You said you're like, I gotta ask Sean.
Oh,
I'm excited because so Sean, I don't know if we talked about this like off air or like on the podcast at all yet, but you were in a video game called Control.
Yes.
And this month it's out on PS Plus.
It
I
is.
just downloaded it and I'm so excited to play it and just see you in the game and be like, I don't want to hurt you, Sean. You know, because like, you know, you said you're playing the bad guy in it, but
like the game is a complete mind fuck. So I'm super curious when you get a chance to play it because it kind of just it takes what you think is going to be like your regular video game experience and then just turns it on its head. From every aspect of the location and
he also looks fucking awesome, man.
Yeah,
dude,
it looked crazy.
Yeah, that's when I seen the trailer for it. You're just like, you got oh man, it's so intense.
And they made me bald.
Yeah, you were bald and just like, I don't know if you can deal with this because it's like, well, tell us about it because I want you to tell us about it and like what that experience was like, felt like recording the whole thing, doing it, like, you know, just tell us all about it, man.
I guess it's an amazing game and it's from a company called Remedy. They're in Finland and they made Max Payne is kind of what really put them on the global map. And
Yeah.
then they've had a bunch of releases since then. And I've had the pleasure to actually go to Helsinki to go work on the game and meet all the team there and see like how it actually gets done. Because making a video game is just a huge, arduous process that requires a lot of people and a lot more computers than I know what to do with, you know? But like the game is like completely crazy. They wanted to make something like that you'd never ever seen before. So without like giving anything away because you're about to play it right from go, you'll know because I've played the game. You'll see it just starts to get weird and then it starts to get different and then you just go into this world that you would have never expected.
Because it's about the government. The main girl is a detective and like kind of like the FBI, I guess, and the government trying to research like this kind of it's kind of like a paranormal activity in this one building, right? It's like a psych ward or something,
right?
Like
yeah,
that?
like the game takes place with like the Federal Bureau of Control, which is like a government organization, FBI-esque, that is about paranormal things, and it all takes place within the building there of the Federal Bureau of Control, the oldest house. And so you go in there, and then it's if you're a fan of Twin Peaks and action and mystery and thrillers and all of kind of those genres whirled into one crazy experience, then Control's up your alley. It's done so well. It won something like 30 Game of the Year awards.
When I downloaded, I seen the trailer and it was just showing like all these awards that it just won like the past year.
It's I'm curious to talk to you after you play it, actually. So I should tell everyone, and if you listen, go play Control. It's on every system.
You got to download it. It's on PS Plus right now. You can download if you have PlayStation Plus.
Yeah, and even if you don't have it on some service, it has come out on Xbox, PlayStation, Nintendo, and PC. So
and I think they just released it PS5 this month, right? February.
Yes, yeah, because it utilizes 60 frames per second and all sorts of ray tracing and all these things that the console before couldn't really handle, right? They really made it so because it came out kind of at the end of the last consoles. So
yeah,
when it came out, the graphics that it was capable of doing, if you had an old Xbox, it kind of didn't work very well. If you tried to run it at the highest resolution, you had to use it at like regular Xbox resolution.
It's gonna make my PS4 blow up, kind of thing. You know what I mean?
Sean. So with video games, there's no residuals or anything like that, correct? Yes.
Not real. No, not at least not in my contracts.
Besides, like, maybe like who comes to mind is like someone like Tony Hawk, who's probably been one of the more successful people that is in a game, and also like they're a character in a game. Do you ballpark like what an actor, like what the most is somebody's made from a video game that is like an actor?
I have no idea.
Not even a ballpark.
I couldn't even ballpark it because I know that, like, I'm sure some celebrities have been paid exorbitant amounts of money, and then some people have not made much money. It just
for control.
Well, that mink coat you're wearing right now. I mean,
right.
It's just you always wear this mink coat all the time, and it's like
indoors.
Is that chinchilla? Like, come on.
Yeah, I think
for control. How many actual days of your life will include travel as well, because you did have to go to Finland and stuff.
That's what I wanted to ask. Did you actually go to Finland?
How many days of your life did you spend? Not just sitting in your hotel, but like travel plus work days. How many days of your life do you think it was actually
altogether with that game?
Anytime you had to go and do a voiceover,
probably between 3 weeks and a month, probably.
So like 30 days, though. 25.
Well, like if you're including travel, because the thing about video games, for those out there, they are not made in an afternoon. Like
sure.
They take 2 years and stuff.
Years. So I went to Finland like once in 2018, and then I went again in 2019. And then I can't remember if I did some more stuff then later in 2019 again.
And you'd been to Finland before this, correct?
I had. I was in another one of their games called Quantum Break.
Yeah,
I play a small character in that.
Yeah. And how long were you in Finland for that
time? Give or take about the same.
Okay.
Because like you don't go for a month all at once. Like I would work for a week, and then I would have months in between. And then work for something like that again, because then
some of it would be done in LA, and some of it would be done.
Sometimes they would plan like a big shoot, and you would shoot for a while. Like Quantum Break, they did plan like a big shoot in LA for a few weeks long, so we did that, and then we went back to Finland a couple times after that just to work on stuff. It was interesting.
And then you got things. You have things like you have to go to like I remember when what's it called? When Control was coming out, you got to go to like a weird party where you got to play it like with weird like influencers and stuff. And like it was like before it came out. So you can say that now, but it was like at the time where it was like before, and you were like, but that takes a night of your life, and that's the thing where you go and do that, even though you're not paid.
I did. Like
I went to E3 and stuff.
Yeah, like the game was released at E3, and I got to go for a couple of days. It was fun.
Some awesome picks.
Awesome stuff. And like they at E3, they were like, "Hey, we want to show you something." So they pulled me aside into like just a hotel room, and they're like, "Here's a trailer that's gonna come out in 2 months." And then they had my trailer where I did the voiceover for it.
Yeah.
And they're like, "Here's your trailer." And I was like, "This is awesome." And they're like, "You can't tell anyone about this."
Yeah. Don't you tell anyone you've seen this.
Yeah.
So when you're filming that too, because the technology it's so amazing that like, so do you have like a whole like green screen suit on and stuff, and like a bunch of cameras? How does that work when you're filming it?
It's funny you said you brought up the technology, because the short answer to your question is yes and no, because there's so much technology. Those are two different cameras, in fact. Like when we would put on the whole outfit and do like the not really green screen but motion capture, and then that's one type of filming. And then there's an entire separate camera called facial capture, where it is just your face. It's exactly kind of how it sounds. and that's in a booth where there's this one camera that it's actually like 9 cameras in one, and all of them are filming your face at once to make like this 3D lifelike image of it.
Wow. So it's like a helmet kind of like you put on?
No. It's not a helmet.
just...
It's in front of you. Like I was standing with my head kind of against a wall, and then in front of me is a row of like 3 rows of 3. So there's like a row of 3 cameras on the left, a row of 3 cameras in the middle, and a row of 3 cameras on the right. And they're all filming simultaneously.
Wow.
And that camera is crazy. That's like one of the most
expensive things.
Yeah, like it's so wild. That's one of the reasons I go to Finland, is because that camera is not commonplace and
shouldn't like move from where
it's like I guess the thing is it's actually more expensive to like pack it up and set it up in LA than to just like fly me to Finland.
We were shipping the camera, but it got stuck in Texas, so we gotta push this back.
This is how crazy it is. They had these metal like poles, like they're like stripper poles essentially. But they were used as like guards, because if I were to walk in the room and accidentally like nudge the camera, it would be 2 hours while they had to recalibrate the whole thing.
Oh my God.
So it was, they're like, don't touch the camera, you stupid actors.
Nothing. Touch nothing.
Wow.
Touch nothing.
But yeah, so all of you podcast listeners, go do yourselves a favor and play Control.
Hell yeah, dude.
It's fun. It's just like this podcast, not for kids.
It's just because of Paul, though.
If you got a PlayStation Plus or Xbox or anything, you can play it, kids. All right, don't when your mom's not in the room or something. You know what I mean? So
mom's not in the room.
Play it, Mom. Play Control.
I got a Switch the other day. Just recently, I got a Switch, and I don't play video games really that much, but I got a Switch. My wife got me a Switch. And so I was playing last night. I was playing this game. I was playing Rocket League, and the game is fucking crazy. And I've loved that game for a long time. And we were playing, and like my mom lives here too. And I woke up this morning, and my mom comes in. I haven't lived with my mom in a long time. I haven't lived with my mom since I moved away from my mom. But because of COVID and everything, our lives changed. I was like, get back in here. And so she's like, she comes in and she goes, in the morning, she goes, how late you up? And I was like, what the fuck's happening? And she goes, how late were you up last night? And I was like, I don't fucking what?
Oh my God.
I go, 1 o'clock. And she goes, never again. I go, fuck off.
Never again.
Fuck away from me right now. What is wrong with you? So funny.
Amanda's like, you want to go out? You want to go to the park today? And you're like, I'm fucking grounded. So
I'm grounded. I can't. I'm grounded.
I guess bullshit.
Yeah. I can't. I gotta mow the lawn. Can't bullshit. I gotta separate the recycles.
That's how late were you up playing video games last night?
She goes, how late were you up? And I was like, what is happening? And she was like, what time were you up? She like reiterated a second time. And I was like, 1. And she goes, never again. And I literally looked at my mother and I went, fuck off.
I'm in my 30s.
I have a child that I paid to go to daycare today. Go away from me.
This is my time.
This is my time.
I imagine you getting in the fight and then like 10 minutes later, you're like, Mom, do you know the bagel bites? What's going on?
Shortly after, I was like, Mom, you didn't make any coffee this morning. What the fuck? I have to go get my shit myself.
That's so funny.
Mom, I got a hole in my pants. Can you still
Mom, fix these?
Please.
So funny though. So funny. Because like there is a time in your life, like I don't give a shit that I choose to live with my mom now.
Right.
Wholeheartedly. Because it's better for my whole existence as a family. It's just that's the way it is. Jamie Foxx lives this fucking.
It's not a bad thing. I mean, come on.
I don't give a shit.
Who cares?
I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
I don't care at all. It makes my life and her life better.
Mm-hmm.
My wife's, everyone's life's better.
That's what it's all about.
Today, this morning was one of the funniest exchanges I've ever had with my mom. Because I looked her dead in the eye and I was like, fuck away from me.
Like, you gotta be kidding me right now.
You gotta be joking with me right now.
Yeah.
It was so funny.
I'll be in my man cave. Leave me alone.
Yeah, I'll be back tomorrow doing it again because I got my boys' podcast. So what you gonna say?
You're doing this late night podcast.
I started to head to the man cave, and she goes, "Where are you going?" I go, "To the podcast." She goes, "Oh," and I go, "It's always work, Mom. Got to make that money." And I walked away from her.
As you're playing the Switch, you're like, "We're playing a little bit." Crazy.
Got things to do, Mom. I'm making moves.
Oh, you're a big gamer too, man. You've always you crush the games all the time.
I play games like a lot of people watch TV shows.
Yeah, Paul's a big game.
Oh, you go through games.
Yeah, I set it up. I'll have like a big game, and then I'll be like, all right, well, I'll play a few small games, and
Paul's hardcore.
Yeah.
So what's
if I had a game
menu?
question, I'd be like, I'm going to call Paul. That would be the guy. Let's get it.
Like, what's your main game right now, and what are a couple of your side games? Like,
yeah.
Well, the one game I play with the boys is Call of Duty Warzone. We've been kicking that.
We saw from your video. You did a video where you eliminated all the motherfuckers.
Yeah, hero. Fucking Rambo.
Mike took that video for me, and that was that'll never happen again. Right now, I'm playing Black Mesa, which is a remake of Half-Life, which is a game that came out in 1998. Outside of that, I have like a bunch of games lined up. I have like Hitman 2, Fallout 4 Game of the Year edition, fucking Shadow of War. I got such a big backlog of my games. It takes forever.
Will you tell me what do you think your average daily go hit the game town is?
Well, like
don't lie either. Don't lie.
How long do I play in a day?
Yeah, like how many...
like if you had to be like average, if you average daily, like, or a week or something like that, you're like, I'm putting in work.
Daily, probably like 2 to 3 hours. It depends. Like I'll usually play it. My game time is before I go to sleep. I don't stay up and watch shows. I just like I'll hop on for like an hour and a half, and then
throw it down.
I'm going to sleep. Like
right.
That's how I am. I hit it hard at night. I'm like,
I remember reading this book in film school. It was like I don't know if it was my technology class. It was one of the communications classes. We had to read this book about how, and this is like 2009 or something. So it was like how video games can help your mind and everything. How it's like video games are not bad for you. It was like one of those type of books, and it actually helps your brain activity. Where if you kind of just like, I mean, they have apps now where it's like kind of like you like move seagulls and have to like do numbers and all that stuff to get your brain activity going. But like video games like your Black Mesa or even Control, like it's just like so much stuff happening and you have so many controls.
It's engaging you.
It engages you and helps
I've heard that your brain activity thing. They've been seeing positive results by having video games at old folks' homes.
Wow, really?
Yeah, because it keeps your brain involved. And also that when Nintendo Wii came out, like those were extremely popular in retirement homes because you had to get up,
tennis, and
stand up, and
fit and stuff. Yeah,
exactly.
Wow.
Engage you, and you'd move.
I'd argue the other
bit.
side of that for sure, because I texted Sean today and I said, I'm officially an old person. I got my piano tuned and I have an appointment to get my eyes checked tomorrow. All in the last couple days. That I had an old alt-right piano man came in and tuned my piano, and I paid him cash to do this activity.
Hell yeah.
And then my eyes have been weird. And so I've never had an eye problem.
Really?
I never had it. No, that's not a thing. But we're on the screen so much, and teaching and all this shit. Sometimes I'm on screens for I legitimately am on screens like 8, 9, 10, sometimes hours a day. Pretty average because of teaching and all this shit right now.
Yeah.
And like watching YouTube and like whatever, right? But my teaching is anywhere from 4 to 8 hours. Boom. Right?
It's a lot of screen time. Yeah.
A lot of screen time.
Your eyes are squinting.
I'm finding my eyes just having a really hard go at it. I straight up had to put in my insurance card number today, and I looked at it and I was like, I don't know what the fuck that says. I was like, and I even put it up, I put it back, I put it far, and I was like, nah, I think it's a 7, might be 2 7s. I could be 3 7, but it could be 4 zeros. I was like, I'm not
those
fucking getting it.
Like, help me,
You're gonna need some of those like CVS drugstore reading glasses.
Yeah.
So that was certainly an option. Like just go to the drugstore and do the thing and stuff. But like whatever, I got insurance, so I was like, let me go. And so like I popped off to like I was like, where do you go? I walked into Lens Crafters today, and I was like, what's the deal? How does this happen?
There you go. Get those
eyes. They were like, what's up? And they're like, my eyes. I don't know. I can't see shit sometimes. And they were like,
you guys fix this?
Can you make it better? And they're like, I think we can. We have 900 glasses on the fucking wall. I think we've got. I think you came to the right place. So I'm gonna go see a doctor tomorrow and get my eyes checked out and figure out what the fuck I need.
There you go.
Pay probably $150 to get some fancy bougie glasses.
Get your eyes good, get that brain activity good. I think the best thing, actually, there was a study that said that the best thing for your hearing is listening to this podcast. Ladies.
Hey, that's what I've heard too.
Was another episode of another podcast tonight, ladies and gentlemen.
What a segue. What a beautiful boom.
Bam. Perfect for your ears, perfect for your listening. Pleasure. And thanks for listening, guys. If you could give us a 5-star rating, tell all your friends, get your eyes checked, play control on all systems. Do it up for our boy Sean Durrie. And that was another episode. So as always, my partner in crime, give it up for Mr. Paul Brodo.
Thank you for listening, everybody.
Give it up. Best band ever. The show with Adam and Sean.
Oh, thank you so much, Mike.
Thank you so much.
My name is Mike Perkins. Thanks so much for listening. We will see you guys next week. And hey, check out our show tomorrow on YouTube Live, baby. Check it out on Loft Ensemble's on YouTube channel at 6:30 p.m. Pacific time, Wednesday, 2/24. We'll see you guys tomorrow. See you tomorrow at the show, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much.
Another